Channel 52 KABL Sports Exclusive. I'm Tony Vietti along with Mark Stephenson for the 1989 Boys State High School Soccer Championships at the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome in Minneapolis. Tonight we've got the St. Paul Academy Spartans up against the Apple Valley Eagles. Apple Valley at 21-1 and Spartans at 18-0-1. And Mark, your thoughts on this game tonight?
Tonight should be a very exciting game. Apple Valley is the defending state champions, and St. Paul Academy has won the championship the previous 2 years. Of course, St. Paul Academy has their wonderful player, Emmanuel Lagos. Last year he was an All-American. I am sure that this year he'll be an All-American also.
That's right. Also, Apple Valley has the goalie, Pasquarello, with 10 shutouts so far this season. He's doing a great job. So again, St. Paul Academy Spartans up against the Apple Valley Eagles in the Boys State High School Championships. We'll be right back. And welcome back to this 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer High School Championship at the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome. This is Channel 52 KABL. I'm Tony Vietti along with Mark Stephenson, and we've got the St. Paul Academy Spartans up against the Apple Valley Eagles. St. Paul Academy has an 18-0-1 record. Apple Valley Eagles are 20-1-1. And Mark, what about this game tonight? What do you foresee?
We couldn't ask for a better matchup than we have tonight. We have the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in the state. SPA is ranked 8th nationally. Apple Valley is the defending state champion. St. Paul Academy won the state championship in '86 and '87. These teams are both very talented, and we should have a very good game tonight.
Why don't we run down the starting lineup for the Apple Valley Eagles. For the Eagles, we've got number 4, Dustin Hansen, senior. Number 5, Byron Grimm, a junior. Number 8, Jason Keppen, a senior. Number 9, Bobby Amelie, a senior. Number 11, Chris DeRico, a senior. Number 13, Nathan Young, a senior. Number 14, Mark Young, a senior. Number 15, Jason Horn, a senior. Number 18, Chad Marble, a junior. Number 25, Mario Negri, a junior. And in goalie, Nick Pasquarello. And Nick Pasquarello doing a great job in goal for the Apple Valley Eagles this year. He's had 10 shutouts.
He's been outstanding late in the season. He was outstanding yesterday in shutting Wayzata down. He had a number of excellent saves yesterday.
And we're going to run down the St. Paul Academy Spartans starting lineup for you now. And for the Spartans with Coach Buzz Lagos, we've got Tony Senna forward, Manuel Lagos, the Metro Soccer Player of the Year, midfielder Travis Lee, a defender, Todd Herskowitz, a midfielder, Seth Ravine, a defender, Brad Paymar, a defender, Chris Murphy, a midfielder, Carlos Adam, a midfielder, John Coughlin, a defender, Aaron Lee, a defender, and Darren Straffield in goal for the St. Paul Academy Spartans. And they take the field now, and it's going to be a great matchup here for the 1989 AA State High School Championship. You see there the coach of the Eagles, Charlie Scanlon, and he's done a great job with the Eagles this year and leading them back to the State High School Championships, try to defend their state title.
One thing also very nice tonight is Tony is a very experienced referee crew, and I expect a very well-refereed game as well tonight. Of course, with SPA, their team starts with Manuel Lagos. He's a great player. He was an All-American last year. He'll be an All-American this year. They also have Tony Senna, who can really put the ball in the net. He was an All-State player again this year. and Travis Lee back at defender, another great defender on the SBA team.
Absolutely, Mark. Tony Senna with 13 goals on the season, and Manuel Lagos with 27 to lead the St. Paul Academy Spartans. A throw-in for the Eagles on the far side, and the Eagles are controlling the ball right now. Deep into the Spartans end there, and we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles.
In yesterday's games, Tony, both of these teams played a lot of the balls in the air. I don't expect to see that here tonight. I think both teams are going to bring the ball down the carpet and play a lot of nice passing from player to player.
We're expecting to see a lot of great soccer here tonight, and there's Manuel Lagos right there with the ball. And it's really hard to see the numbers on the St. Paul Academy Spartans jersey. So if you'll notice, Manuel Lagos has like a white bandage on his right leg, and just look for that white bandage and a streak of navy and gold going towards the net, and you'll know it's Manuel Lagos.
Looks to me like this could be a pretty rough game too, the way things have started off, some pushing and shoving by both teams.
We've had fouls so far, and we've got fouls on both teams, offsetting penalties now, and so the Eagles will now start with the ball near midfield. Eagles sending the ball ahead, kicked out there by the Spartans. And we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. Number 9, Bobby Amelie. Throw that ball in. Head to number 14, Mark Young. And that ball will be out the end line, and we'll have a goal kick for the Spartans. And the crowd is really getting into it for the Spartans. And we'll have a goal kick for the Spartans, a short kick over to the sideline, back. And they set their kicks up well, back to the goalie. Goalie for the Spartans, Darren Strawfield, senior, Strafelda, pardon me, sending it ahead. And a header there by the Eagles, number 25, Mario Nigre. Manuel Lagos with the ball now. He tripped up there, and they'll have a free ball for the Spartans.
I expect to see a fair amount of that in the midfield tonight. They don't want to let Manuel Lagos get rumbling down the field, because once he gets going with the ball and dribbling, he's a very, very difficult player to stop.
And now the free kick for the Spartans. The ball goes into the Eagles' end, and Lagos will send it back in, a header into the Spartan end. A lot of fast-paced action, a lot of quick people out there right now. On the far side, for the Spartans, we have Tony Sané, and also we have Chris Murphy on that side. Spartans now in there. Manuel Lagos in the box, tripped up.
Oh no!
Tripped up in the box there. And he got tripped in the box, and there's a penalty kick right away for the Spartans. The Spartans will have a penalty kick. There's goalie Nick Pastruello right there. And there's the goalie for the coach for the Spartans, walking away, looking around. Manuel Lagos will take this. Is that?
No, it's me, Travis Lee.
Okay. Travis Lee will take this. Travis Lee, a senior defender. And they're getting ready for this penalty kick. Manuel Lagos got tripped in the box. So now the Spartans have a penalty kick, and here's the kick. And over. He kicks it over the goal, not on net. And so Spartans lose a great opportunity right there. And the Eagles dodge a very good opportunity for the Spartans. And so the Eagles will goal kick out of their in line. And they'll volley back and forth at midfield. Tony Senna with the ball now. Someone breaking up on his right side was number 12, Chris Murphy. Now a throw in for the Eagles. Tony Senna with the ball now. He'll cross that one in for Manuel Lagos. Lagos not able to control the ball there on that quick pass in. The ball is at midfield now. Play between Spartans and the Eagles. Tony Senna on the far side. He's got a lot of speed. Breaks out to the wide side. Takes two defenders with him. Breaks it in. He's got a cross pass. There it is. Oh, and off the head of an Eagle right there. Ball comes back in, and it gets over the net. So a shot over the net there. See one of our fans there, close up of a couple of SPA, St. Paul Academy fans.
Well, it's a very exciting start here, Tom.
Oh yeah, it's been a great game so far, and we've only been into it for 5 minutes. The Eagles now try to send something ahead, but it's closed out by the Spartans.
On me. Put the camera on me. It was. This is where it's at, right here.
And now we've got the Eagles trying to work their way into the Spartan zone, touch passing themselves in. And they've got a plan set up here, touch passing it in. Here's another one. Touch pass in, a shot on goal. Oh, nice block there by Pascarella. He gets a hand on it. Beautiful block. It was a good shot, though. I mean, that ball was right on net in the corner. Pascarella just got a hand on it.
That was a beautiful shot. Couldn't ask for a better 25, 30-yard shot. A diving shot that was labeled in the upper right-hand corner.
Corner kick here taken. Blocked. Blocked by number 1, Van Yang there by the Spartans.
We should go get that Hey there.
So now we'll have another corner kick for the Eagles. That one gets up over and there's in there. Pasquella gets a shot, gets the ball out of there. Spartans cleared out. Lagos clears that one out of there. It was scary in there for a few seconds. The Eagles had a chance, but Pasquella with a great save. Good head pass there by Senna. Senna was tripped up there, but no call. The Eagles now have the ball. Midfield, that's number 8, Jason Kepnin. And we'll have a penalty there. Right in the middle, Jason Kepnin will take that.
Tim, get up here, please.
One thing you'll see tonight is Tony Senna of St. Paul Academy goes down on the ground often, and usually is down on the ground rolling and writhing in pain, but will make miraculous recoveries time and again.
You can't pay him. I'll feed him.
We've got a goal kick there by Pascarello. And a little volley at midfield. And no call there. That was a good play. And Keppen now with the ball. Tripped up there by Lagos. Keppen with the ball again, looking for someone up the sidelines. He had Scott Horn on the sidelines. Scott Horn again coming back to the ball, helping out the Eagles. Fighting in there is Dustin Hansen for the Eagles. Now Senna will go after the ball there, and we'll have a tripping penalty. That'll go against the Spartans. Like a good job of acting there by Jason Keppen. Just sort of went down, no one touched him. Eagles will take a kick here. In deep, and we'll have a corner kick. We're going to call a corner kick.
I call that the ball was off the SBA player. I don't.
And there's some of our fans. One of our fans down on the Eagles side there. On the far side, the Eagles are threatening again. They're working the ball in towards the Spartans' goal. That's number 14, Mark Young. And there'll be a goal kick now for the Spartans. Nope, they're going to have a throw-in for the Eagles. Throws it in at number 5. That's Brian Grimm. Kicks the ball in. Shot on goal. Nope, they're calling it a penalty.
They're calling a handball.
Handball right there, out there in front by the Eagles, so that'll erase that shot there by number 4, Justin Hansen. Kick by the Spartans. Spartans looking to work the ball in now. The far side tripped up. That's 25, Mario Negri. Got tripped up on the far side, and so they'll have a free kick over there. Manuel Lagos to Tony Stene. Stene over on the far side looking for someone to pass to. Broken up by the Eagles. Now controlled by the Spartans at midfield. Just under 10 minutes left in this first period.
Yeah, you can see that ball coming. Tony Senna had the ball taken away from him. As soon as the ball was taken away from him by a player, you could see that he was going to take that player down from the minute he lost the ball. And that's what he did, and the referee saw it and made the quick call.
So a free kick for the Eagles. Mario Negri taking that kick. On the far side, controlling that ball, that was number 13, Carlos Adams, for the Spartans. And there's a throw-in for the Spartans. Big collision, ball went straight up in the air. They called it for the Spartans.
Well, it's been an interesting referee game so far in the first quarter here.
No score in the first quarter. Spartans against the Eagles in this 1989 AA High School Championship soccer game. Taken away by the Eagles. The Eagles now with an attack. That was Bobby Amiel down in the corner to Brian Grimm. Grimm with the ball still. We'll have a corner kick. Grimm with tough work down here, sends it off one of the Spartan defenders. So back and forth. Corner kick going to be taken by number 5, Brian Grimm, for the Eagles. Sends it out long. Number 13 gets a foot on it for the Eagles. That was Nathan Young. He's a senior, and he got a foot on it for the Eagles, but sent it high and over the top and wide of the goal, and we'll have a goal kick now for the Spartans.
Yeah, Tony, Apple Valley has 2 very good forwards in Dustin Hansen and Nathan Young. Both were honorable mention All-State players this year, and I think we've seen that so far in the game. A lot of chances for both teams.
Good touch pass there by the Eagles. The Eagles trying to work something up again. Long ball there, broken up nicely by the Spartans. Spartans looking for, and as they shift fields, they find opening. There's Senna wide. He sends one for Lagos. Lagos on the far side, broken up there by 25. That's Mario Negri. He broke that one up, but the Spartans are still in this, still attacking. Lagos with the ball. Back in. And the Spartans looking for some opening. They're all bunched up in the middle there. Senna sends that one ahead. Broken up by the Eagles. And sent back in by Adams. And the Spartans just can't get anything going right now. And a volley back and forth. Oh, and they're going to call that a penalty against Adams. And the Eagles will have a free kick here. They'll send that one ahead to Dustin Hansen. St. Paul Academy Spartans send that one out, and we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles.
This is an interesting game so far. Apple Valley is known to be a very aggressive and physical team. And so far, their physical play has just out and overmatched the Spartans. Although it is obviously a tied 0-0 game.
Now Senna with the ball. Scott Lagos up on the wing. Lagos now with the soccer ball. Looking for an opening, but cleaned up again by the Eagles. Pass back in by Adams. And Adams just gets ahead on it. We're not going to call a penalty on that. Number 14, Mark Young now. Send that ball out, and we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. I have to say the Eagles are a little bit more aggressive right now, Mark.
Yeah, they're playing definitely a much more physical brand of soccer than SBA, I think, is used to. They're used to maybe some physical play, but they're not used to a team that can play physical and has good ball skills at the same time.
Long ball sent in to the Eagles zone. Spartans trying to control that. But the Eagles again break that up, send it along the far side. Nice ball there by number 9, Bobby Amelie. Spartan throw-in. Another Spartan throw-in. And there's the Eagles head coach, Charlie Scanlon. Another throw-in for the Spartans. Lagos will take this throw-in. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. Back and forth right now, Mark. No real heavy-duty action.
Not right now, no.
Been a little quiet. Both teams just sort of back and forth with only under 3 minutes and a half left in the first period. Both teams had a couple of breaks, but nothing really serious. And now we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. Nice header there. And Lagos will send that one out to Senna. Gets over the head of the defenders, and Senna will trail that up. So right back to the goalie, Nick Pascarella. The Eagles controlling more with their passes, I think, than the Spartans. And we have a tie-up, and we're going to have an Eagle free ball here from about 40 yards out. And there they go right away, doing it quickly, trying to catch the Spartans off guard. Number 8 with a shot in. Oh. Great block there. Straffelda with another great block. That's his second one. Number 8, Jason Keppen, had a great shot on goal.
It looked like Straffelda was surprised at that shot from about 35 yards out and got a late jump on the ball.
Now have a corner kick for the Eagles. It's going in there. It was kicked out. Lagos got a head on that one. That one will be cleared out quickly by the Spartans. We'll have a free ball for the Spartans. So the Spartans will take the ball, a free ball from in their zone. Taking it as number 5, that's Travis Lee. Sending it ahead into the Eagle zone. Lagos with the ball now. Looking for an opening. And we're going to have a throw-in for the Spartans at Tony Sena. And he'll throw it in on the near side. And we're going to have a penalty against the Spartans and have an Eagle free kick. Looks like.
I think it's going to be a throw-in. It appears that Sena lifted his back foot when he made the throw-in. And that should be it pretty much for the first quarter here. And I think that the Spartans, in a way, have to be happy to get out of this quarter with a 0-0 tie.
I have to agree, Mark. The Spartans, not very much heart right now. You know, they didn't do a whole lot. So St. Paul Academy Spartans 0, Apple Valley Eagles 0 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this.
Every year, thousands of babies die from choking, suffocating, or other breathing emergencies. Just imagine how many of them could be saved if only they came with instructions. Please learn American Red Cross Infant and Child CPR. American Red Cross. We help you help others.
Well, welcome back to the 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer Championship Final. The St. Paul Academy Spartans and the Apple Valley Eagles in the second period, and there was no score in the first period. I'm Tony Bietti along with Mark Stevenson for Channel 52 KABL Television. And what do you think of that first
Well, I think
period?
that after the Spartans missed that penalty kick early in the first quarter, they just sort of became deflated. Obviously, that was a great opportunity to go ahead 1-0. After that, the Eagles just dominated, and they were a little bit unlucky that they had a couple fouls called on shots that would have been goals.
That's right, Mark. You know, both teams are, you know, back and forth, but I think the the Eagles had the upper hand that half. I mean, the Spartans are a nationally ranked team, and yet after that missed penalty kick, you know, it just kind of took the heart right out of them. And I think what we're going to see is maybe a recharged team. You can see Coach Buzz Lagos right there just talking to his team, saying, you know, you got to work hard. You got to go to the ball. You're not really going to it. You know, Manuel and Tony, you really got to work with each other.
Yeah, he's getting quite visibly vocal here with his players, and I think that is there's a reason for that. He's a little bit upset with this team right now. They aren't playing very well, and they need to do some things in order to pick up the play here, because if they don't, I think it's quite clear that the Eagles are going to score a couple goals.
The Eagles have been great with their touch passes and finding the open areas and spreading the defense. I've noticed that they've really done a good job of spreading the Spartans' defense.
They are doing a very good job on this real wide field of staying very wide, and that's a key. If you stay real wide on a wide field, it spreads out that defense at the back, and your midfielders can come up and have some real good shots. And we saw that in the first quarter. The Spartan midfielders had a number of shots that ended up in almost goals.
So we're going to start the second period here. Apple Valley's had 3 shots on goal, and St. Paul Academy and Summit School has had 1. I would say they had 1. They had that penalty shot.
Yeah,
it says nothing on the scoreboard, but I'd have to say 1.
I don't think that's right. I think there was a couple more shots for Apple Valley, too, that aren't recorded. I would say it's about 5-2 right now.
But the official on the board's got it 3-0. We'll say 5-2 from here. And starting the second period, St. Paul Academy Spartans will start. They'll start with the ball, and you see a lot of, there's an interesting camera angle there, and St. Paul Academy will start with the ball in the second period. And here they go. Lagos with the ball. Now back to their defense, and their defense will try to set something up. There's a kick pass out to Tony Senna on the far side. And he's looking for someone inside and drills one right off one of the Eagle defenders, and so he'll throw it in. Manuel's in the center. Of course, they're looking for him. He scored a lot of goals for them this year.
Well, right off the bat here in the second quarter, you can see that SPA has changed their lineup, their configuration on the field.
And there's a shot drilled just wide to the right by one of the defenders of St. Paul Academy Spartans. That was number 5, Travis Lee.
What they did to start off here in the second quarter is they put Todd Herskowitz in the middle of the field and moved Senna out to the wing, trying to open up the field a little more, and I think it worked there to start the second quarter off.
Well, Senna has a lot of speed, and maybe they hope that he can use that speed out there on the wing. And I think they told Senna to go to the ball a little bit more because he is now. Last quarter he would have just waited for that. Now he's really going for the ball. Senna's now breaking one in towards the middle. He's got control of the ball. And Spartans are looking for something here, something to happen. Carlos Adam will throw the ball in for the Spartans. He'll throw that back to number 9, Brad Paymar. And Travis Lee will hustle back and get this one for the Spartans. Spartans trying to take their time, maybe setting up some passes. The Eagles look like they're just running around right now. And Lagos just missed that pass. And so now the Eagles trying to set something up back going the other way. And they've got...
They're going to move it all the way wide
Jason
here.
Kepner in the middle, and they spread the whole field wide. Back across to this side. And now they've got one up the right, the near sidelines here. That's number 4, Dustin Hansen. Dustin Hansen beats his man, crosses the ball. Taken out there by the Spartans, though, and we've got a throw-in for the Eagles.
The Spartans have really picked it up a notch here like we thought they would, but the Eagles are still keeping the field spread, and that's having an effect on the Spartans.
Adams loses that one out of bounds, and Dustin Hansen will throw this one back in. Good touch pass there by Jason Kepton right there. And it looks like he might do the same thing. Kepton has to kick that one out, and we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. Taking that throw-in will be Brad Paymar. Todd Herskowitz right there. You see him on your screen running back, help out. Great play by Travis Lee right there to stop the ball, break up a Eagle attack. The Eagles now trying to regroup back at their midfield line. Touch passes in. Paymar will head that one away. And there's a tackle there. Someone loses their shoe. That's number 3, Todd Herskowitz loses his shoe. He stepped on by one of the Eagles.
Right now the game's settling down, and we're seeing a lot of very good passing on the ground. And good passing on the ground, I think, is going to lead to some excellent chances here, Tony, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a goal here in the next couple minutes.
Now Tony Senna's on the near side, and I think they've got him floating on wings there. Taken away by one of the Eagles now. Ball goes out of bounds, so we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. I think the Eagles are rather, the Spartans are rather surprised with how physical the Eagles are playing. Now Manuel Lagos will take this one up through the middle. He's hooked and pulled down, and they're not going to call that one.
Well, he got his legs a little bit tied up, and then it was a dive, I think. And that's why you saw the referee just sort of shake his hands at Lagos, because he knew it was a dive.
Now Senna will take the ball down up the far side. Now Senna's working on the far side. He's been working on both sides, and he sends that ball out. Now we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. And it looks like the Spartans are trying to plead their case with the head referee to say that they're getting fouled all over, but he's not going to call it. He's obviously telling them that he's not agreeing with what they're saying.
Well, I think that both Tony Senna and Emmanuel Lagos have become somewhat famous this year for their constant pleading with referees, and with this seasoned crew here tonight, I don't think that's going to have any effect on them.
So the Eagles now spread it out, and they're on the near side. That one will go out, and we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. So no score in the second period, 0-0. And guess no score means 0-0. And the Eagles send this ball ahead, broken up there by the Spartans, though. And the Eagles are right there again to take it back. And there's a shot. That was shot by number 5, Brian Grimm. It's a long shot, and Strafeldo stretches out for that one. That one nearly catches the far side. There's a long kick by Travis Lee.
They want to know where number 11 is.
And we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. We'll have a goal kick now. Good play there by the Spartans. They did a great job of just kind of riding the ball out, and then finally, and they're going to call it a kick for the Spartans right there. But he did a good job of just patiently waiting for the Eagles to attack him, and the Eagles did. Lagos in the middle there with the header, but to no avail. It's not going anywhere. And he touch passes that one up to Tony Senna, but Senna doesn't get a very good pass for Lagos back, so they don't work that give and go. Now we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles on the far side. So it's just back and forth right now in the second period. No real big breaks and no real excitement right now, actually. Both teams seem to have settled into their playing style, and just back and forth. The crowd is quieting down.
Well, both teams are passing very well right now, but neither defense is allowing any type of opportunities at all.
And I suppose that's what happens when you become number 1 and number 2 teams. Your defense, as well as your offense, has to be excellent. And both defenses have done a great job. That ball was out on the far side, and so we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. And you'll notice that there's Manuel Lagos right there, the senior midfielder. You'll notice that if you take a look at the whole field, that the Spartans, or the Eagles rather, have really spread out their team. I mean, they've got people all the way out over here as well as across the field, and they do a good job of that. I mean, they really concentrate on that.
Well, you can see that that's their philosophy.
You see some of the SPA fans right there. St. Paul Academy. Now Tony Senna's got a ball, kind of went through, but it's broken up there by the Eagles. Great play there by, that's number 11, Chris DeRico. And there come the Eagles looking for a touch pass here. On the outside, it's Mark Young. Working it in. Taken away by Lagos, and he sprints through.
That was a good defensive play there.
But he's ridden off by 2 people. They kind of double-teamed him. And so the Spartans' chance there was thwarted by the Eagles. Here comes another touch ball through.
That was a beautiful run by Emmanuel Lagos. He wasn't able to get between 2 defenders there.
They sort of just converged on him, and the Eagles are coming back now. Nathan Young on the far side, bringing it ahead. Broken up by the Spartans. Now they're going to call a penalty on Tony Senna.
Yeah. That's that he's going to get a yellow card for that, and he knows that that was a very bad play on his part. And now, of course, Manuel is going to start lobbying the referee because he feels that somehow Tony should be allowed to do that.
So Tony Sennett will get the first yellow card of this 1989 championship game. And he's walking away in disbelief. He can't believe that he's getting it.
Well, I have to believe that Buzz Lagos has to be quite disgusted with Tony's play there. That was not a very wise play. He made a bad fall on the player by elbowing him in the head, and then he goes and jumps in front of the free kick like that. He certainly knows better, and Buzz, of course, is giving him some instruction right now.
So we'll have a free kick for the Eagles now, and coming in for him is, as soon as we get that number, we'll let you know. They're going to call a penalty against the Eagles there. Number, it's really hard to make out their numbers on the jersey. It looks like 6. Palmer Simpson comes in as Tony Sennett goes out. And now he'll come back out, and Tony will go back in.
That's one thing about both these teams here. There really isn't any subbing ever done. In fact, SPA hardly ever subs any of their players unless one of them becomes injured or receives a yellow card, such as Tony Sennett just received.
So now we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. Travis Lee will try to set something up here. He sends the ball ahead. Ridden off the play there by number 16. John Coughlin doing a great job for the Spartans. So there's a shot. Shot by Lagos and a great stop by Pasquarello. Pasquarello did a great job to stop that goal. And we'll have a corner kick now by the Spartans. That was a bullet that
not only was that a bullet, but that was a knuckleball. It started to dive and dance all over the place.
There's the crossing play, and Pasquarello comes down with that ball.
That was it.
So the Eagles defend their state title so far throughout the second period, doing a great job shutting down Manuel Lagos. That was his first shot on goal. Now Tony Sennett with the ball, looking for a shot. He's got a shot, cross, just wide, but that's 2 shots on goal now by the Spartans. It looked like they're turning up the volume a little bit. Trying to get things going a little bit more.
Offense, Valley, offense!
So now the Spartans now controlling the ball again, sending the ball up ahead. Tony Sennett with the ball, looking for someone to pass to. He's in the middle, and they're going to call a penalty on him. They'll get that one back right to their goalie, Pasquarello.
Hey! Yo! We got a movie camera. Can he get on TV anyway?
And there's a long ball by the goalie. And the Spartans will try to keep the Eagles out of there. Spartans have done a good job this period. If we were scoring this like boxing, I'd have to give the first period to the Eagles and the second period to the Spartans so far.
Well, there's no doubt about that. The Spartans have come out here after the talking to they received from Buzz Lagos. And
there's a shot right there. Oh, and that's a... Well, he just couldn't get the handle. Straffelda just could not get a handle on that.
Yeah, that ball was deflected out front. Very difficult save to make for a goalie when he's going one way and has to reverse all of his body and fly back the other way.
So now the Eagles trying to get something going. Broken up there by the Spartans. Travis Lee breaks that up. The Eagles have a throw-in. Great job by
yeah, you guys are so close.
number 20 there. Aaron Lee coming back for that one. Have another goal kick for the Spartans with 5 minutes to go here in the second period. There's a goal kick by the Spartans, but we'll have a throw-in now for Spartans. It was kicked out by the Eagles there on trying to receive that goal kick. Very close camera shot there. The fans, Tony Senna will send that one ahead. Lagos will try to get through there, but broken up again by the Eagles, and a great outlet pass. The Eagles doing a very good job. Adams working well on 14, Mark Young. Now we'll have a throw-in for our penalty kick for the Eagles. Young does a great job of saving that ball. And the Spartans try to clear that one out of there. Tony Senna on the far side. And there's a penalty against him. Finally got one.
Yeah, that was a good rough ball. I think the ball's back about 15 yards further, but
Take your time, I'm pretty comfortable.
referee's going to let him take it from there.
The ball is off to the left of the goal, and so we'll have a goal kick for the Eagles. And Pasquarello will take this one. Pasquarello will punt this one away. The Eagles can try to get something going here. Spartans at midfield looking for something going. Adams doesn't get to the ball. Broken up there by number 14, Mark Young.
That was a nice play there. Circled around and got away from the defenders like that.
Travis Lee now working on clearing the ball. Just gets under it. Ball goes out of bounds. So we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. A lot of fans again. A lot of fan shots tonight. The Spartans cleared that ball out nicely. Tony Senna by himself out there, no one to pass to. Here comes Lagos on the far side. Kicking around here is
Nice
block there.
Play.
Good block there by number 15, Scott Horn. Just put his foot on the ball and took the ball away. There's Carlos Adams right there, junior midfielder, number 13. We'll have a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. And so now, Pasquarello waiting down in his end zone. Nothing happening down there. Most of the action is sort of shifted back towards the Spartan end. Knights have been really working with the ball, but back and forth. Now Lagos with the ball in center field, passing back to Senna. This ball gets past their defensive line, their midfielders, and now the Spartans will try to get it back in, and it'll be a throw-in for the Spartans on the far side with about a minute 30 left in the period.
It's clear tonight that part of the Apple Valley Eagles' defensive scheme is simply to have Mario Negri, one of their fullbacks, more or less shadow Manuel Lagos all around the field. I've been watching here for the last couple of minutes, and it seems like wherever Manuel goes, he's right there in his little shadow. It's worked so far. Might
be a good idea with a powerful scorer like that. You need something to do, you know, some kind of safety valve maybe.
Well, it's been a very effective way to set up your defense for the evening.
So a throw in for the Spartans with 50 seconds left in this first half. And no one really taking control of this game yet. Lagos with the ball, sending it ahead. Doesn't get over the top. Adams now with the... Pasquarello has to make a save on one of his own players' taps back to him. Almost got away from him there. Just volley back and forth basically right now. No one's really taking control. The ball is spending more time in the air the last 5 minutes than it was on the ground.
Yeah, both teams are getting away from what they do best, and that's simply pass the ball on the ground.
So that'll do it for the first half. And St. Paul Academy Spartans are nothing, have no points, and Apple Valley Eagles nothing at the end of halftime at 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer Championship Final. We'll be back with the second half right after this. To the second half of the 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer Championship Finals. St. Paul Academy Spartans 0, Apple Valley Eagles 0. This is Channel 52 KABL. I'm Tony Vietti along with Mark Stephenson, and we are covering the Boys State High School Championships from the Hubert Humphrey Dome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And you see there the Eagle of Apple Valley, and she's caught her in an off moment there as they're just getting ready to start the kickoff on the second half. And the Eagles will start with the ball. And right away they're starting to set up their passing game, Mark, as they had established in the first half.
Yeah, they didn't start quite as quick as they did in the first half, but I think that we'll see a lot of that in the second half here. A lot of passes on the ground.
I think both coaches had to tell their teams to pick up some intensity in the second half. There it looked as though they were both dogging it there at the end, and so
well, I would say definitely in the second quarter the Spartans had the better of the play. The only real serious chance for a goal was when Manuel Lagos got through the Apple Valley defense and had that bull of a shot that Pasquarello was able to turn away over the top of the crossbar for a very excellent save.
Absolutely, Manuel had a great shot there, but that has been the only really terrific shot for the Spartans. The Eagles have had a couple of good shots that Strawfeld has had to turn away, but both goalies have done so, and now the Spartans are on the attack right now. And turned that one right out of there. The Eagles send that one, and we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans on the near side. There's Spartans head coach, Buzz Lagos. 18-0-1 his Spartans are this year. Ranked nationally 8th, I think, in the nation. That ball was out of bounds over the end line, and they'll have a goal kick.
I think over the last 5 years, he's been 100 wins, 6 losses, and 6 ties. Not a bad record.
Not a bad record at all. An amazing record in soccer, and with a lot of variables. And the two players that have helped him the last 5 years have been Tony Senna and Manuel Lagos. Been with the team for 5 years now, ever since they were in 8th grade. We'll have a throw-in for the Spartans on the far side. There's our crowd cam again, getting the St. Paul Academy fans. We now have a throw-in for the Eagles on the far side in the corner. Eagles will throw that one up. Try to get something going here. Another throw-in for the Eagles on the far side. And that's Carlos Adams on the far side. Getting to work against the Eagles and stole the ball away. Coming right back, though, at number 13. Nathan Young. Got a lot of people here tonight, Mark. We've got about 4,000, I'd say.
I would say that with both sessions tonight, we'll have at least 5,000 fans, if not more.
And cheering on their favorite teams. Legos with the ball now on the far side, looking for Senna in the middle. Senna's got the ball. He's going through the middle. Broken up there by the Eagles, but now Legos has the ball. He sends it ahead for Senna. That ball's a little bit too far for him. Breaks it in. Broken up there by number 15 of the Eagles. That's Scott Horn, but we'll have a corner kick now for the Spartans. A great opportunity for the Spartans right there. And as our crowd cam catches a painted face young lady.
Pasquale was tempted to come out on that last play, but he made a very wise decision and stayed in goal and cut off the angle, and Tony didn't even get a shot off on that last play.
Tony's going to take the corner kick. Puts that one a little long. That one will go off one of the Eagle defenders, and looks like we'll have another corner kick on the other side. Taking that will be, looks like, I can't tell his number from here. Taking that corner kick. Maybe number 3, Todd. Number 3, Todd Herskowitz. Taking this one. It's a low liner. That's right in front of the goal. Cleared out nicely by the Eagles. A great job by the Eagles to bust that one out of there. And the Spartans will have to run this one back in. Eagles looking for a breakaway. And Lagos comes back to help out. Carlos Adams now on the far side, working the ball up to Tony Senna. Senna looking for a through pass. He's taking it himself. There's a shot. Stop by Pasquarella. Pasquarella with a stop. And Senna had a shot right on goal. That was a rocket shot off his right foot. And the Eagles looking to bust the ball out of there. The Spartans have been too close for comfort now in this third period. Carlos Adams gets the ball stealing away from him. Brian Grimm. Brian Grimm on the far side for the Eagles, sending the ball up. Looks like for number 13, Nathan Young. Nathan Young and Mark Young, the two forwards. And there's the bench of the St. Paul Academy Spartans looking on. Throw in by the Eagles. Ball is out front. And they're going to whistle that one dead. Bad throw-in, and we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans on the far side. As I was saying, Mark Young and Nathan Young, both forwards, seniors for the Eagles, are not brothers. Some people confuse them that, say they look a little bit alike, but they are quick to tell everyone that they are not brothers, just good friends and good teammates. Nathan Young working the ball in. Now the Eagles send it back and try to set something up here with their defense. Looking for a touch pass into the zone there. Try to get something going. That one's ridden out there by Manuel Lagos. Lagos now ridden off with two players there. Tripped up a little bit, but just falls down pleading his case, but it's not going to happen. And there's going to be a off the goal post. My goodness. That is as close as you can get without scoring a goal. Right there. Darren Straffelda came out of the goal, and the Eagles sent that ball in, and it went off the inside of that post and bounced out. There was no one to take the goal, and we've got a throw-in on the far side.
That was just
pure luck.
Pure luck for SBA. That should have been a goal. It was a beautiful shot by the forward, and all you can say is SBA was very, very lucky.
Now we've got a corner kick. Corner kick for the Eagles. It's Travis Lee out there trying to make the stop for Spartans. And And we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans.
Well, that was a beautiful passing play by the Eagles to begin with. 3 or 4 perfect passes that led to that near goal.
Eagles are very precise with their passes. They know where the people are. Very good passing. Now Senna with the ball. Has no one to look to. The Eagles breaking it up. Taken down in the middle. He got just chewed up by 3 people. They just sort of ran over the top of him.
Yeah, see, he was laying on the field trying to get the referee's sympathy, and of course, instead of getting the sympathy, the timeout was called, and in high school rules, you have to go off the field when time is called. So that's really a bad play tonight on behalf of Manuel Lagos, because he has to come out of the game, and obviously the referee isn't going to be hearing any of his arguments regarding the fouls.
You see there, Manuel Lagos up close and personal there. And now we've got a kick here. I think it'll probably be taken by Tony Senna. Number 4 comes in. That's Thomas O'Donnell will come in for Manuel Lagos. Kicks it right into the wall. Another shot here. Good heads-up play there by the defense. Now Lagos comes back in. And O'Donnell comes back off. So Lagos finally got called to the penalty, but had to go off the field. Now the Eagles looking to pass their way up the field, as they have done very well tonight. Carlos Adams with the ball, touch passes it up for Lagos and taken away cleanly by the Eagles. Eagles very proficient right now in taking the ball away, just stripping the ball clean.
Well, they have very good defenders on the team, and you know, it's going to be very difficult for a player to beat a number of defenders on one play.
Ball is played back by the Spartans into the Eagles zone. Eagles will control it back in their defensive end. And we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans on the far side around midfield. More of our fans from our fan camera. And here comes a throw-in. We're just under halfway on this third period. Still no score from either team. And this 1989 State High School Championship Final between St. Paul Academy and Apple Valley. Tony Senna now breaking away up the middle, looking for someone to pass to. Can't get the ball in. He falls over, but he's not going to get called either. They may call and he's still laying down there.
Like I said before, you'll find it remarkable how fast Tony will be now once he's back up on his feet.
Throw-in for the Spartans. Fighting over there at number 3, Todd Herskovitz, and he'll have a throw-in. Try to kick that ball through. We'll have a corner kick now for the Spartans. And the Spartans are just not playing with a whole lot of intensity right now. Again.
Well, the Eagles are marking up all the Spartan players very well on defense. That was an excellent play by the goalie, coming out and punching the ball like that instead of trying to grab it in the crowd where it might pop loose.
Nice cross there by number 3, Todd Herskov. I'm just murdering this name. Hershkovitz. Todd, I'm sorry. But he's doing a great job. A lot of great hustle from him. Number 3 from the Spartans team.
He's sort of one of the unsung heroes on this team. He's a very good player, very good forward. He sets up a lot of the plays for Manuel and Tony. He makes a lot of runs that opens up their plays.
Exactly. Kind of in the shadow. And he's only a junior, so he'll be back next year when Tony and Manuel are gone, and they'll be counting on him a lot again to help them lead this team back here. The Spartans looking for something to happen here, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Now the Eagles threatening to get something going here. And what they're going to call that is going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. Number 13, Nathan Young right there for the Eagles. Throw-in for the Spartans is looking for someone to go to there. Throws it up to Lagos. Nice clean out of there by the Spartans. Get the ball out of there quickly. Eagles very proficient with trapping and passing. Eagle throwing on the far side. Carlos Adams back to Tony Senna. Senna will pass it up for Lagos in the middle. Lagos getting smothered by 2 people right there. Travis Lee coming up with the ball. Tony Senna now looking for someone to go to. Coming through, that was number 7, Seth Ravine, doing a great job. Going to call a penalty against the Eagles.
Tony, I think one of the things that's happening right now is Manuel and Tony are trying to dribble and do too much of the work alone. They have to be passing to other players besides just the 2 of them.
Absolutely, Mark. I think that, they got to play with the whole team, and I think maybe the coach is yelling that to them on the sidelines. You can hear him down there. I'll send that one back to Pasquarello. Forth the Spartans and the Eagles go. This ball going into the corner. Turned there by 15, Scott Horn, but we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. Now we will have a goal kick. Sort of a tricky little play there with Herkovitz and Senna. Senna sat down until Herkovitz got over in the corner and then did a little pass play there, but didn't work.
It was a cute little play to pretend that you were hurt and lay on the ground and then just pop up when the guy's ready to take the kick.
It's a shot in, cleared out by the Eagles. Spartans would like to get something going here. Either team would like to get something going. No one's really taking control this period.
This third quarter, really, there hasn't been any real good chance, except for, of course, that one by Apple Valley where they hit the post.
And there's our truck right there, our director, Jeff, in our mobile van. See what happens behind the scenes here at these Channel 52 KABL exclusives. And they told me I was going to mess up on those call letters once, and I did it.
They were trying to confuse you before the game started tonight.
KABL covering the boys high school soccer championships at the Metrodome on this November 3rd, Thursday evening. No score between Apple Valley and St. Paul Academy. And St. Paul Academy will have they're going to call a penalty here against the Eagles.
I'm fairly surprised at that offsides call. I really don't think that the player was in the play. And also, I guess that's the main consideration. He really wasn't in the play, so the offside shouldn't have been called.
And back and forth, the Eagles and the Spartans are going with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third period. No one's really got anything going there. The ball ahead for Tony Senna, but both the defenders right down. And they'll ride that ball out and send it up into the seats.
I was sort of surprised at that call there. It was quite obvious that Tony pushed the Apple Valley player from behind. They both ended up going down, and he pops through in the penalty box.
There's our fan cam again, getting some of the local fans there. And so we'll have a throw-in for SPA on the far side. Senna will take that one, working with his back to the goal, trying to get something going. The Eagles will ride him off of there. The Eagles have done that all night, have done a great job at it too. And the Eagles break this one up. It's number 13, Nathan Young. Straffelder has to come out of the goal and break that up. It was a great there. Nathan Young, great breakaway. But Darren Straffelder comes up from his out of his goalie position to make the save there. The same thing with Pasquarello. He'll have to come up and stop that one with under a minute and a half now in this third period. Pasquarello uses that drop kick. A lot of young goalies using that nowadays.
Well, the drop kick, you usually can get probably 10, 15 more yards on the kick if you know how to kick the ball right on the drop kick.
So, under 1 minute now left in this third period. Tony Senna on the far side will have a throw-in for the Spartans. There's the Eagle cheerleaders. Spartans stole that ball in. Manuel Lagos alone, and kicked out there by, that's number 25, Mario Nagarai, the guy that you said just been shadowing him. Here comes the corner kick.
Beautiful
Pasquarello does a great job of catching that ball. Doesn't let anyone stop him. He just goes right out for it. Does a great job with that. 14 seconds left. Pasquarello will punt it away. And that'll be it. So at the end of the third period at the Minnesota State High School Championship, we've got the St. Paul Academy Spartans nothing and the Apple Valley Eagles nothing, and we'll be back with the fourth period right after this.
Just a fraction of what we spend dining out could help pick up the tab for a good cause. A small part of what we spend on sports could help keep our community in shape. Or some of our time on the phone could help answer society's problems. Won't you get involved? By giving 5% of your income and volunteering 5 hours per week, you can really help your community. This year, make it your goal to give 5. What you get back is immeasurable.
Welcome back, everybody, to this 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer Championship Final. We have the St. Paul Academy Spartans against the Apple Valley Eagles, and we have no score in the fourth quarter. This is Channel 52 KABL presentation. I'm Tony Vietti along with Mark Stephenson, and We're in the fourth quarter, and there's been no scoring. And just to give you a little rundown on how both teams got here, Apple Valley came out of Section 1, a very tough section, Mark, with Rosemount, Burnsville, and Prior Lake.
Yeah, both Apple Valley and Burnsville are two of the best teams in the state, and they have two of the best junior programs in the state.
Annapolis Washburn out of Section 6, 2-0. So St. Paul Academy's had a pretty clean ride. They met Anoka in the finals yesterday and won 1-0 off Emmanuel Lego's goal, and now are here. And so the number 1 and 2 team here in the championships with no score, and it's been a good battle. And Mark, your thoughts on the game so far as we get into this fourth period?
Well, both teams so far have had a number of very good scoring chances, and all the goalies have met the match here. Of course, the one real good scoring chance was Apple Valley's, where the player put the ball behind the goalie and it hit the post and trickled back onto the field instead of into the goal.
That's right. Both goalies, Pasquarello for the Eagles and Strayfield for the Spartans, have done a great job. And the Eagles take the field right now as the Spartans are still huddling and trying to get some kind of thing going there. They're missing a spark somewhere down there. And St. Paul Academy usually has some kind of ignition there, and usually it's Lagos or Sene, but maybe it will have to be somebody else tonight.
Well, I think there's really something to be said tonight for the Eagles' defense. They've marked up on both Lagos and Sena very well, time and again, and haven't allowed them to go down the field free like they like to do, get up ahead of steam and drill right past the defenders. They've had their midfielders get on both Lagos and Sena immediately and slow them down. That's what you need to do to stop St. Paul Academy from scoring, and they've done it tonight.
So we've got the Spartans will start with the ball here in this fourth period, and see if something will get going here right away. The Spartans will try to set this up. We're going back into their defense, and they'll go back to Lagos, who will go right up the middle and won't get anything there as the Eagles will send it right out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in on the near side for the Spartans, and taking that throw-in will be number 9, Brad Paymar. There's our fan cam. Brad Paymar will hit Todd Herskowitz. But now the Eagles will come right back, and here's a breakaway. Nathan Young on the far side is broken up there by the Spartans. Carlos Adams will send that ball out, and we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. Throwing the ball in for the Eagles is Mark Young. There's a picture of Mark Young right there getting ready to throw the ball in. He can't get something going here. Allegri loses the ball to the Spartans. The Spartans will send that one up. And there's a ball ahead. And it's for anyone, really. It's kind of one of those Hail Mary balls. And here comes Sena. Sena will try to work it in. Lose that. Adams now with the ball. Across the middle, taken away beautifully by Brian Grimm. And starting to set up his Eagles defense with Jason Kepner with the ball. Kepner finding Mark Young on the far side. Broken up there nicely by Paymar. Paymar doing a solid job for the Spartans tonight on defense. Throw-in by Christy Rico. And that's Young on the far side, on the near side. Mark Young just send the ball out, and Spartans will have a throw-in. There's our fan cam taking some of the Eagle band members. There's a throw-in by Paymar. And we'll have a penalty now. No, not a penalty. We'll have a throw-in. Throw-in for the Spartans. No, it'll be a penalty kick. Paymar will take this.
Oh, a beautiful play here.
There we go. There's a long cross-in pass. Oh, broken up by the Spartans, but the Eagles are right there. They've set this up nicely. There's a pass in for number 4, Dustin Hansen, but that ball is too far. That was a good play, though.
It was an excellent play there in the midfield. He saw the midfielder on the far side breaking down the middle for the opening, and they almost got away with it for a nice breakaway.
There's a header backed in towards the goal. That's going to go out. We'll have a goal kick for the Spartans.
Ready?
There's our fan cam again. The KABL fan cam. And quite the fans we've got tonight. Carlos Adams now with the ball for the Spartans, sending that one up along the side, and that one will go out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. Taking that throw-in will be DeRico. DeRico hits Young on the near side. Young off of a Spartan face. Take that. That was 25, or 20, Aaron Lee taking that ball in the face. Now the Eagles losing the ball. Fighting for it is Todd Herskovitz, and Todd is doing a great job fighting for it. And it looks like he's taking some lessons from Manuel Lagos and Tony Sine. They got a throw in there for the Spartans. And that'll be a throw-in for the Spartans again.
The referee has got to get control of the game right now. He's beginning to lose control of this game. He's let a couple fouls go that I think he should have called.
The Eagles now trying to clear this ball out. He's in their zone. Nice job by Herskovitz to keep the ball in play. And another foul there by number 14, Mark Young. That'll be another free ball for the Spartans. And they're getting in closer and we're kind of marching right in towards the goal. And looks like Lagos might take this one as the Eagles build their wall, and of course the referee will make them move their wall back. They're a little bit too close. Or maybe he'll just make Manuel move the ball back further. And so here goes the kick. Right through the wall. Oh!
Nice save there. Off a double deflection.
Pasquarello makes the save off 2 deflections. That ball went right through the wall. Right through a guy's arm and the next guy's kind of between their hips. Nice job there by Mark Young. For the ball, DeRico back to Young, run back to DeRico. Touch passes quickly, and Adams will break that up. Adams with the ball on Ted Herskovitz, and Herskovitz pleading his case now, so all the Spartan players getting into that. Break up there by the Eagles now. Dustin Hansen set back for Jason Kepner, and now it's broken up by Lagos. Lagos is driven off the ball there beautifully by Brian Grimm, but Tony Sinas gets the ball back. Now he's moving up the field with the ball. Brian Grimm back with the ball. Here comes Adams now. Sinas with the ball, controls the ball. Round 2 players, now back to Lagos. Lagos gets tripped up right there. And they're going to call that. That was a pretty flagrant trip. Pretty flagrant trip by Chris DeRico right there, and they're going to call that one. And I have to agree with you, Mark. Looks like the game's getting a little out of control right now. So the Spartans will have a free kick from about 25 yards out from the goal. And I think this is an indirect kick. And they're still talking to the referee. Now they're going to make their wall move back. A lot of lobbying going on down there. Now we'll see who takes the kick, either Lagos or Senna. Senna takes the shot.
Nice.
Pasquarello with the shot.
Oh, what a save!
I can't believe it. Pasquarello just came away with an amazing save. I mean, I don't know how he did that. First, the beautiful shot by Senna was right on goal. And then Todd Herskowitz comes right through with a header, put it right on net, and he just got his hand up and blocked it. And now DeRico is going to get a yellow card for just shoving Herskowitz.
The referee is clearly, at this point in the game, he's got to do something. I don't know if this will do it or not, but I think part of the problem is also he's letting some fouls go and calling others. He has to become very consistent with what he does right now.
Number 6, Graham Hallman comes into the game for DeRico. Now Tony Sinna will come back and take the corner kick.
Now, see, here's where the other problem becomes, is he allowed...
Ball comes out. Travis Lee will head that one back in.
He's got to call that foul. And that was stupid. That was stupid by the Apple Valley player. He's going to get a yellow card for that.
Number 4, Dustin Hanson will get a yellow card, and he's going to bring Travis Lee back. And all the fans are standing right now here as number 8, Jason Kempen, tries to... and here comes a yellow card for number 4, Dustin Hanson.
And he gave Travis Lee one also.
Giving Travis Lee a yellow card also.
Well, I think he had to there. That was a very flagrant fall on the Apple Valley player. The Apple Valley player got up and retaliated. He certainly deserved a yellow card, but he had to give something to the SBA player there because of the type of foul committed by the SBA player.
So Palmer Simpson comes in for Travis Lee. And Carlos Adams sent it back out. Lagos now with the ball, sending it ahead for Senna, but taken out by DeRico. Palmer Simpson now comes back and sat one out. The Eagles now trying to set something up. Eagles on the far side. And they've got... On the far side, you got control of the ball, but it's ridden off by the Spartans. And it looks like anything that looks like a foul, everyone's trying to plead their case now with the referee. He's become a softy. There's a shot on goal. That goes wide. There's another shot. There's a score. Apple Valley scores. Number 13. That was Nathan Young. The rebound off the score. That was a rebound shot right there. And there's our first score right there, and you can hear the fans behind us shouting and screaming. The Eagles score the first goal in this 4th period.
Tony, that was a beautiful passing play by the Apple Valley Eagles. The outside left midfielder made a beautiful pass into the center. Player struck a beautiful volley kick. The goalie for SPA made a flying diving save. The rebound came back. And
just nothing he could do about that.
Because the Young shot was right in the corner, and he made a beautiful diving effort, similar to Pasqualelo's earlier, where he flopped from the ground and tried to fly as far as he could. Only this time it wasn't quite far enough.
So 1-0 now. The Eagles have the lead over the Spartans. And the Spartans will try to get something going here. They got a free kick. Spartans need a goal. They're looking for something from Tony Senna now. Trying to find him out in the far side. He's getting fouled against.
I guarantee what you're going to see the rest of this game. You're going to see a 10-man Apple Valley defense, and you're going to see a lot of aggressive fouls from here on out, as long as it's outside the box.
That kicks a little bit far. The shot is a little wide. Now I have a throw-in for the Spartans on the far side. And the Spartans have just got to pick up a notch, one or two, and just try to get that ball in the net. The Eagles will send it back in. There's a shot. Oh, just over the net. That was number 20, Aaron Lee, shot that one over. Shot that one over the net. And the Spartans have not lost this year. They are 18-0-1. This would be their first loss if they lost this game. The Eagles now setting something up. Tony Senna now working on the far side. DeRico now spinning around, getting the ball out of there. Center now with the ball. No one in the center to take that pass. That was a good open field pass. No one there. And the Eagles just looks like they're trying to buy some time.
Should go back to his goalie here. He certainly has them open.
Be a goal kick for the Eagles with only 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. I mean, I wouldn't count the Spartans out. There's plenty of time. But they've gone 3 full quarters, 3 full periods without scoring, and they've really got to get something going. And the Eagles are not going to drop off now. Okay, there's a foul right there on the Eagles, and now the Travis Lee will take this free kick. There's our fan cam.
Oh, that's I think a very poor call on the referee's part. Tony was falling before the ball was even kicked. He was going to fall no matter what. The referee sort of fell for that one.
So now Manuel Lagos will have a penalty kick from just about 20 yards out. And they have their wall set up. And the wall keeps scooting up slowly.
I like that. I like that.
Lagos will take his kick now. That one goes right over. So a penalty kick, no avail, and there'll be a goal kick for the Eagles.
One thing the Apple Valley Eagles have to be very careful here is not to play too much defense at this point in the game. They had to still try and play up the field. They haven't been doing that in the last few minutes since they scored. They really need to have, I think, an opportunity or two here before the end of the game. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that the Spartans are going to score.
So the DeRico with a throw-in for the Eagles right down the line, and we'll have a throw-in now for the Spartans. Spartans have got just under 7 minutes to get something going. The Eagles have done a great job on defense so far. And offense, for that matter. They've scored the lone goal now. Travis Lee with the ball in the center. And I don't think the Spartans can just sit around and have the referee call things. They've just got to make things happen for them. They keep looking for the referee to do something. Nice break up there by Aaron Lee. Aaron Lee takes the ball away from a Spartan there. We'll have a throw-in. And we'll have a penalty kick for Spartans.
That's not what was called, but he let him get away with it.
Now the Eagles will break that up. The Spartans will have to again set something up. There's a volley back in to Tony Senna. And we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. And overridden there by the head referee, and it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Spartans have just under 5:30 left to get something going. Time is dwindling away quickly. Todd Hershkovic's on the far side with the ball, and he'll have a throw-in. Another throw-in for the Spartans on the far side. Another throw-in for the Spartans on the far side.
I think you said that before.
Yeah, it's the third one in a row now. They keep trying to go to Tony Senna. Now we'll have a goal kick. They looked like they were trying to force a corner kick, trying to get the Eagle there to kick the ball off of, kick the ball over the end line, but
they're either hoping for that play or else to allow Tony to scoot down the goal line to force the goalie to make a play on him, and he put it out in front for the goal.
Ball volleyed back in to the Spartan end, and that's not where the Spartan need the ball right now. Lagos with the ball, and he's got to count on himself and not what the referee will give him. And there was a penalty also. I think a little bit less than what it looked like, but
I think it was a lot less than what it looked like, but the referee right now is going to give him a yellow card to try and calm these repetitive fouls down.
So it was a yellow card to number 15, Scott Horn. Or, no, that's number 25, Mario Negri. So he'll come off. Number 19, Adam Foley will go on. And so, as they sit here and wait, they've only got 3:45 left in this game to get something going.
Well, the referees, I don't understand what's going on right now. The referees are over here talking. The game obviously shouldn't be being played.
I don't know what just happened there.
Well, the referees got to get control of this game right now. Those kids are still out here playing, and he's blowing the whistle a couple times. The ball should be put... Well, now they're going to move it up to the 30. The foul is committed about the 50-yard line. Now they've moved it all the way to the 30, and the referee is sort of blandly letting them do this.
And so now we'll have a kick for the Spartans. With 4 minutes left, they put some time back on the clock is what was going on. And the Spartans trying to get something going. Eagles will have none of that, and they'll ride the ball back out. We'll have a throw-in for the Spartans with 3:45 left in the game. The ball volleyed back into the Spartan end. With Nathan Young giving chase, he scored the only goal for the Eagles. Here he comes again. Ridden out by the Spartans. And now the Spartans have just got to gain control of the ball if they're going to get something going. And they just keep punting it up. Tony Senna with the ball now.
See, Tony should have passed that ball a long time ago.
They're going to call a penalty on Tony Senna. As Mario Negri comes back into the game.
He's out of the game. That's a second. He's going to be booted.
And Tony Senna is out of the game for the St. Paul Academy Spartans. He gets a red card.
I don't think that the red card came from the fall. I think what happened is Tony has continued all game long to argue with the referee over every call, and that happened again here, and now he's out.
Travis Leos in that ball ahead. Now we'll have a throw-in for the Spartans. Lagos on the far side.
That was a good defensive play there at the very last second. I'm very surprised that Apple Valley isn't going to pack their defense in back a little bit more. They have a man advantage. There's certainly no reason not to with only 2.5 minutes left in the game.
There's a corner kick for the Spartans, and that's a deep one. There's a shot, oh, and a header just goes wide. That was by John Coughlin. So now they're just going to play with the ball a little bit.
Well, they have the man advantage, and they certainly can do this.
So that'll be a goal kick now for the Spartans with only under 2 minutes left to go. Coughlin will take that. Spartans still trying to get something going here. Todd Perkowitz will take that one. And it's not going to work. I think the Eagles have really packed their defense right now. Just a minute left in this game. We have a penalty kick for the Spartans. There comes the ball in. And there was a trip in the box, but the referee didn't call any penalty. Have a goal kick. And under a minute left. And it looks like the Apple Valley Eagles have wrapped this one up. With 19 seconds left.
And that should be the game.
9 seconds left. And that's it. Time has expired. The Apple Valley Eagles have upset the St. Paul Academy Spartans 1-0 with a fourth period goal by Nathan Young. Nathan Young does a great job, scoring drive. 1989 State Boys High School Soccer Class AA champions, the Apple Valley Eagles. And you see them there excitedly running around the field, doing a great job. And St. Paul Academy very dejected. And there it is again. And what else can you say? They just outplayed them.
They outplayed them all game long. They had the better opportunities. The Spartans looked lackluster here tonight. I think the Apple Valley defensive scheme was perfect for the Spartans. They had two keys. That was always have 2 men on Manuel and always have one on Tony Senna. And once they did that and functioned and did it properly, there was no way that they were going to score.
Absolutely, the Eagles just outplayed the Spartans. They just, of course, they had Mario Negri shadowing Manuel Lagos the whole time, and that was a big difference as the teams shake hands and go off the field. The Apple Valley Eagles are the #1 team. They did a great job. And after that game, the teams are congratulating each other, and you see Manuel Lagos there talking to some of the Apple Valley players saying, you know, great job. There you go. The Eagles are #1. You can hear them right there in the microphone. So our fan cam has now become the down on the field cam. See some dejected St. Paul Academy players. But there's the Happy Eagles. And we're going to have the award ceremony momentarily. They're giving away the runner-up trophy right now to the St. Paul Academy Spartans. They're out there with the runner-up trophy. And giving that away is, I think that's the principal of Richfield High School. There he is right there. He's got the runner-up trophy for the Spartans. Will be accepting the runner-up trophy now. They're announcing it right now. And
well, this is the second year in a row the St. Paul Academy Spartans have been upset here in the state tournament. Both years, remarkably, they are ranked 8th in the nation coming into the game.
It can happen. It can happen.
Want to work our way that way then?
So here's the award for the runner-up. Coach Buzz Lagos accepting that for the team. Getting applause from their fans, their faithful fans still cheering on their team. Manuel Lagos will be going to a Division I school. You can bet on that.
You can bet on that, and I'm sure Tony Seno will be joining him at maybe not the same school, but he'll be going to a Division I school as well.
Buzz Lagos can just be proud of his team. They had a good fight. Now here comes the State High School Championship trophy. And there's the team that will be getting it, the Apple Valley Eagles. They're accepting that trophy, and there they go out to accept the trophy right now. The Apple Valley Eagles are number 1 in the state. 1989 Class AA Boys High School champions. And our camera person almost got trampled there. So the Apple Valley Eagles are the state champs. And we'll take a short break and we'll be right back with a wrap-up of this final game for the State High School Boys Championship.
Yo, Alf here. Apparently some chowderheads out there.
Welcome back to Channel 52, KABL Sports Exclusive, the 1989 Class AA Boys Soccer Championships. And the Eagles have taken the championship. The Apple Valley Eagles have beaten the St. Paul Academy Spartans 1-0 on a goal by Nathan Young. And I'm Tony Vietti along with Mark Staverson. And just, Mark, what do you think of this game? I mean, what happened out there? What happened to the nationally ranked Spartans?
Well, I think what happened here tonight was a case where the St. Paul Spartans came out a little lackluster. They missed that early penalty kick. And from there on, it just seemed like they just didn't have the spunk or spark necessary to win. Apple Valley played a great defensive game against the two St. Paul Academy Stars. And when they did that, they made advantage of their couple of their opportunities and scored a goal.
And you see the Apple Valley Eagles out there doing their cheer, and there they are. The Apple Valley Eagles are the State High School Championship. Nathan Young scored the goal off a rebound shot, and they take away the #1 ranking from the St. Paul Academy Spartans. So tonight, the AA State High School champions are the Apple Valley Eagles. I'm Tony Vietti for Mark Severson and our fine technical crew. Channel 52 KABL. This is a sports exclusive, the State High School Championship. Apple Valley Eagles are #1 in the state. Thank you for joining us.